Coach, obviously you're no stranger to conference tournaments in this part of the season. Is there a certain routine that you have preparing for that first game, or is it different season, different group, or you try to keep it the same as you've done at other places?
It's different depending on the format of the tournament. You know, every conference has a different number of teams and a different format. So this is our first go around for the SEC tournament, and you know the format is different. You know, we've got the one bye, and so you know we completely focused in on Florida, and then you know we know if we win, you know what awaits us. But I'm not, you know, I have a huge routine about it. We prepare like we always do, maybe a little more hands on deck, of everybody having some input into the scout, into watching our opponent more so than the regular season. But other than that, it's pretty, you know, what we do every time.
We'll stay to Coach's right and go to Steph.
Kind of, you know, along those lines, I mean, you know, when you look at the confidence level you have in your team right now, I guess when you enter this tournament setting, does it give you added confidence knowing that, you know, it seems like for the past month or so, every game has been, you know, or at least felt like a must-win for y'all?
Ask me at 2 o'clock on Thursday. I don't know. There's a lot of different ways to look at it. You would think playing in pressurized situations is always going to help, but if you put on an opponent's cap, you could say, you know, that could also stress you out all year long, and you could have some mental or physical fatigue, probably more mental than anything else. But I don't feel that way about our team. We're certainly disappointed with the outcome on Saturday, and I think every team in America would love to go in, you know, off a win and have as much positive momentum as you can. But at the same time, when the ball is tipped at noon on Thursday, I think the outcome of Saturday's game will be the furthest thing from our mind. And at the same time, I mean, over the last 10, 12 games, if you look at it from that perspective, we're playing our best basketball of the season, and that's where you want to be.
Go ahead.
Coach, I know that it's really, really tough to avoid all the bracketology talk and all the NCAA tournament talk. Are you guys trying to avoid it as a team, or are you guys really embracing just the idea of knowing that, you know, some of these games coming up are going to be the biggest games for you guys in terms of trying to figure that out?
Yeah, once we decided to talk about it in our room, it's been a consistent message from me. Don't waste your time. You know, those people aren't in the room. It's fun, I think, more so for the fans, and it's obviously an unbelievable time of year for college basketball. It's the culmination of a long marathon season, and we're getting into the most exciting part, March Madness. But in terms of, you know, getting caught up and spending a bunch of their time, you know, looking at all the bracketologists and what other people's opinions are, you know, I try to encourage them not to, you know, get caught up in that. But at the same time, we've been pretty blunt with where we're at for the last, you know, 7 to 10 days, and what our metrics say, and what, as a staff, our opinion is of what needs to happen for us to be where we want to be, you know, this coming Sunday. And at this point, our message has been clear: win games. You know, everything else will take care of itself. And that's the thing I kept harping on, is that we're in a position where we control our own destiny. At some point, you may not be in that position, and that could be very, very soon. But we're still, in my opinion, in a position where if we win games, you know, we'll be in good shape, but time will tell.
Stay to Coach's left.